job he got to make $100,000? Only one? He's a doctor?
One job! One job! He's going to feed the boy with one job!
I hear it. That's all you ever talk about. Work, work, work. What about love?
Welcome back to the floor of the CME Group here in Chicago. I'm Killer. Today's Thursday, September 8th. Let's get into the zone, folks. Let's dive into the CMZ zone. So here we go. A lot of moving parts. Tonight we got Obama talking about his jobs plan. The market doesn't have high expectations, but nonetheless, it would be a delight to see if there was a viable option that's really going to have an impact on the jobs. This 9% unemployment level is really, really hurting the economy. At the end of the day, it's the jobs and the housing that has kept us in this recession. So that is the question today, folks. Are we still in a recession? Are we going into a recession? Did we ever get out of the recession? Let me know. I really do appreciate all your comments back and forth here. But I really think with Trichet speaking today, he talked about, his little dovish commentary, and maybe he's eating his hat a little bit due to the fact that he was raising rates early in the year, but now he's kind of coattailing Ben Bernanke. And yes, we are in Chicago. We say Bernanke. Yesterday on CNBC, Joe Kernan was giving me a hard time for saying Bernanke. We don't use that N here in Chicago. We just kick it to Bernack. So anyways, we're going to see the G7 summit this weekend. It would be really great to get some, confidence installation. We can have a little bit of confidence coming out of that meeting to kind of quell the fears of the global market, because at the end of the day, we feel like we're in a holding pattern here. We have the Fed, Bernanke, speaking September 20th, 21st, and there's a lot of moving parts. So we're seeing a low volume rally today. The S&P, I tweeted this morning, you can get me at The Killer on my Twitter account, but I tweeted this morning that we're seeing this 1200 print again, and it seems like, if August proves to be a historic track record for this volatility situation, every time we have a 1200 print, within 72 hours, 3 trading days, we see that S&P come back down to 1135 on some catastrophic, some tragic news. So right now we're seeing these HFTs push this S&P, and that 1206, if you remember, is a pretty substantial level of support before we rotate under. So now we're seeing it as resistance. But in the world of HFT, the high frequency trading that we are in, we should see this 1206 get taken out. That presents a selling opportunity from the 1208 to 1211 band. We'll see how that plays out. The Treasury market, I will beat a dead horse here. Every time there's an opportunity to buy them, you should take advantage of it. When you see that price come off, those yields tick up, it continues to prove to be a buying opportunity, folks. And right now, yesterday that 30-year, 139.07 was the low. We haven't quite violated that, but I think, again, we're going to want to see a violation and then a bounce. Right now, the 10-year way off the low of the 129.23 yesterday, but we're continuing to see that whole Treasury complex kind of hang tight, despite the fact that the S&P and the equity market is above 1200 here in the S&P. So I think we're going to continue to see some volatility here on the lack of volume, but stay nimble, stay quick, because I think some of these shoes are going to start to drop. Merkel, Chancellor Merkel over in Germany has to provide some type of clarity, but that is not an easy fix, folks. That global wound over there in Europe, that open wound, it's one stitch at a time, but we need to see one stitch just to quell the fears. And if you look at the junk bond market, that's really dictating there's more pain to come. Good luck today. I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to be commemorating here on the floor the September 11th 10-year anniversary, so I hope you fly the flag, fly it proud. Remember those 3,000 people we lost 10 years ago. One other thing, don't forget, be the hammer, not the nail.
I married your mother because she had 6 jobs!
Hey, bring it back, bring it back. Now double your money and make it stack. I'm on to the next one, on to the next one.